Welcome to Dapper by Design, the podcast where faith, creativity, and purpose meet to inspire intentional living. I'm your host, Dwayne Morris, photographer, entrepreneur, and storyteller, and I believe that when we live by design, not by default, we unlock our full potential. Each week, I sit down with creatives, entrepreneurs, and leaders who share their journeys, insights, and strategies to help you align your faith, family, and ambition. Whether you're building a brand, pursuing your passion, or seeking clarity on your purpose, this show is for you. Today's guest is world-renowned master barber, entrepreneur, mentor, educator, and philanthropist, Dr. Wade Menendez, better known as Wade the Barber. From celebrity clients to community service, he's reshaping what it means to lead with purpose and passion. Wade, welcome to Dapper by Design.
Hey, man. Thank you for having me, brother.
I'm so glad to have you here today.
Most definitely. Most definitely. We out here, brother.
All right, so take us back. What was the first moment at 12 years old that make you fall in love with barbering?
Man, I've been cutting my hair. I started cutting my hair when I was 12. Actually, I started like playing around, shaping myself up. You know what I mean? Like I would go to school, I'd be messing myself up. Definitely
imagine.
ball spots, patches. I used to get teased for real, because the homies be like, bro, like. But that's actually, it's funny because that's how I started using enhancement stuff, because I was trying to cover up what I messed up. You know what I mean? So the pencil, Beijing and all that junk, you know? But yeah, so honestly, I think it wasn't just 12, but I've always had a passion for my haircut. Even at 5, I can remember going to the barbershop and being mad because my line was messed up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it just it runs in the family. I think it's something that I didn't realize I wanted to do professionally until I was like 19, though.
Wow.
Yeah. So about 19 or 20, that's when I really was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this like for a living, for real.
Dope.
Yeah.
So your entire journey is deeply rooted in faith. How has your relationship with God shaped the way that you lead and grow your businesses?
Ha! My relationship with God, bro, honestly, that's everything for me, and that's real. That's real. I think growing up in a Christian home and parents being pastors and stuff like, they always taught us to value and to really build a relationship with the Lord, honestly. And I know I wouldn't be anywhere without God, bro, because that's like, even if me being as successful as people see, and I didn't have no two-step plan. I didn't have like this vision board where I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Honestly, it's been God leading and orchestrating every step of the way and really blessing me beyond my wildest dream. Honestly, I never saw some of this stuff happening for me. I always wanted to be blessed and wanted to make impact, but just the doors that God has opened, bro. Like I know that it was Him, it wasn't me at all, and I can't take no credit for it. And I think that my prayer is always to ask God to just lead me to what I'm supposed to do, to what I'm supposed to be, help me to be the man of God that He's called for me to be. And I also I always tell God all the time, God, I don't want to embarrass you. You know what I mean? Like for real, bro. And so I think it's just a thing of like, because I try to keep him, and I'm not perfect by far. I have stuff that I deal with, but at the same time, God is always like the center of what I'm trying to do.
Dope.
And I think he centers me as well. You know what I'm saying? And so when you really like try to purpose him, he'll lead you to what you're supposed to be doing, for real, for real. So
All right.
yeah, yeah,
So when you talk about success, it goes beyond cuts and clients.
yeah.
What's your definition of purpose, and when do you know that you were walking in it?
Well, purpose, we all have a purpose. We all have a reason that we're here on earth. And I believe that all of our reasons, everybody's purpose is to bring glory back to God. All right.
First and
That's
foremost.
first and foremost. However he uses you to do that. So I feel like the Lord uses me in barbering. He uses me in the passions that I have. So I feel like your purpose is tied to your passion. Your whatever you're passionate about, and whatever you feel like you're gifted is, whatever your gifting is. A lot of times the Lord will use that to help you fulfill your purpose in life, and to make more impact, and to help other people, and to to give his name the glory. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, not to sound super spiritual or whatever, but I mean that's the main purpose. We are here for God's pleasure. Honestly, it's
Right.
not it's bigger than us. And I think the faster we really understand that, you align yourself in life, and you're more intentional about
Right.
living. You know what I'm saying, because it's bigger than just living and getting up every day. Like, what is the impact that we're making? You
Right.
know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, your purpose and your passion, they are tied together. And that's that's why we're here. Honestly,
Okay. So you're
yeah.
more than just a barber.
My God.
You're a change maker. What
Yeah.
legacy do you hope to leave behind?
Man, honestly, the legacy I want to leave behind, honestly, is just like um, pointing people back to God for real, bro. Honestly, like, and I mean, I've been blessed to, to teach people. I've taught thousands of people, barbers and stylists around the world, different countries. I've taught in Ghana. People in Israel have taken my class on my online class.
Wow.
I've taught, different countries, Canada, Barbados, man. But you know, yeah, so I think that's one thing, being able to trailblaze the whole hair unit thing, um, but also really pointing people back to God, and that's why I'm really intentional about just my posts. Honestly, just the way I live. I'm not perfect, like I said, but try to live a decent life, as an example that somebody else can follow, and what I mean, even being intentional about posting, church, because we got to get back in church. You know what I'm saying, for real, and get back to having that relationship with God for real. Because the way that the world is going right now, bro, we gonna need God, bro.
We need them every day.
We gonna need God, bro. Like, no, I'm so serious, man. Um, and if you don't have that foundation, man, like, we gonna be lost. Even in uh the stuff that the life I have a lot of things going on, and there's times where I've been depressed or times where I've been low, and I know that if I did not have my spirituality and the relationship with God, bro, like, I would be losing it.
Yeah.
Like, no hope for real. And that's why we see so many people out in the world right now that really don't have, they aimlessly wandering, they don't have any hope. They killing themselves,
Mm-hmm.
so committing suicide. And if it wasn't for God, I probably would have been one of those people. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes life can hand you a deck of cards. And it's like, yo, I don't see myself out of this. I don't see myself. This is the lowest I've ever been, and sometimes you can't even shake it. You can't even
Right.
shake the weight of it. But thank God for my spirituality and my relationship with God, because we know that, yes, you may go through this right now, but God is working it out for your good. You know what I'm saying? And there's glory on the other side of it. There's hope on the other side of this, and you can get out of it. And honestly, a lot of times what we go through is it's not for us. It's
Right.
really to help other people, to help, because it's like, how can I tell you, what I'm saying, how to get out of something I ain't never been in?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's I feel like the Lord has us, and I was just having this conversation with my spiritual mother the other day, and it's like, I feel like the Lord has us go through stuff so you can feel the weight of it.
Wow.
What somebody else is going through, so you now can help them get out of it, and genuinely, authentically help them.
Right.
Not just telling them, oh no,
Like you feel
but I'm
it.
telling you something I know. I'm telling you something I know, my boy. Like, no, you got this. You're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like, when you understand the just the plan of God, the plan of just the way life is. You know what I'm saying? You can handle tests, and you can handle storms differently. It's all perspective.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah, yeah,
Come through.
man.
So
Jesus.
you went from a hobby to building three location brand and a global reputation. What has been the key to scaling your business with excellence?
Man, just that.
I know it's God.
Yeah, it is God, but also, I mean, like, just making sure that you stay consistent,
Yeah.
being consistent, um, doing the best that you can do, as far as just how you represent and how you show up for yourself. Excuse me. Like, if I try not to do anything, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, this is my reputation and my business, my brand on the line, you know?
Right.
And so that goes a long way. The way you handle your clients, the way that you, the aesthetics of what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we ain't gonna just be having stuff put together and it's tacky. You coming into a building, you know what I mean? That's why I was even telling you here, like, this studio, bro, I'm proud of you. This is nice, bro.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, we not gonna go ahead. We not gonna anybody that knows any of my shops, bro. They gonna be nice.
Right.
The aesthetics of it is gonna be nice, and we gonna represent, like, you know what I mean,
Excellence.
in excellence for real. And it goes a long way because now you just set that precedence, and now people know, okay, they know but they know what to expect when they come.
Right.
And I say that also. I mean, even with the type of work that we produce, it needs to be the same. Don't have to do anything, and that's what separates the good from the great, honestly.
Greatness.
Yeah. Greatness, my boy. Yeah.
So let's talk about the hair unit game.
Yeah.
It literally has changed lives, and I'm a witness. Yeah, I had a few experiences.
Yeah. Hey, man, we done used you as a model a couple times, brother. Thank you. Yeah.
So how did that start, and what's the impact that you've seen from it?
Man, so I started that back in 2015, and actually it's crazy. It's been 10 years now.
Wow.
Bro. So 2015, I kind of got to a place where I asked God, like, hey, I want to make more money and more impact. I think at the time I was only charging like $30 for a haircut. And I'm like, yo, I know that there's more for me. I had a homie in Chicago, and he was telling me how his wife, had taught him how to do a weave. And I was like, bro, maybe I need to start doing women's weaves or something like that. Just do a semi-line or something. I don't even got to do no curlers and all that stuff. I'll just sew it in and then get them out, like have somebody else style and cut it, you know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking, like, there's more for me. And I think that was the seed planted, right? And then there was a young lady at the shop that she pulled out the afro hair, and it was like a light bulb went off, and we just played around with a few ideas. And then before you know it, threw it on the gram, and then it became a thing, right? So it was like, I didn't realize, because we was just playing around with it. I didn't even think it was going to be, of course I seen toupees and all that stuff, but I didn't think it was going to take off how it had, right? And so once that started happening, I'm like, oh, this is a thing. Oh, people flying in. Oh, they coming from France and Belgium and around the U.S. to come to little old Glen Burnie to get the what? That's crazy right now. What are you talking? Like, hold on, what's happening right now? So it became a thing, and I mean, that's how we got going, bro. And I am blessed, man. It's been a blessing, and from that, I started teaching the classes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think that's really where the Lord really started blessing me. The fact that I was willing to share what I knew and the experience that I've had with trying to critique it and trying to figure it out as I went. And so teaching other people so they don't have to go through that same process. But man, it's been a blessing being able to say I've taught so many people, bro. Like for real. And I start seeing, I'm seeing my students, they doing TV stuff, they doing movies, they doing all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, wow, it's a blessing. Like, yo, like, oh no, that's some of the most gratifying feelings, bro.
Right.
Like
your people.
just seeing, I guess, like I say, the fruits of my labor, or like, you know what I mean? It's people, and they come back and be like, bro, thank you. Yeah. Like, thank you for teaching. Because I learned this, now I'm being able to provide for my family. I'm making six figures now because of something that I taught them. That's like, wow, bro.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And even with all of that, so you've been featured on BET and Forbes and other places, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What doors did media exposure open, and how did you handle that growth?
Man, so like social media, all of that, like, man, it has opened so many doors. I think that's why so many people know who I am, because like when I threw the unit on Instagram, and then like World Star and different those popular pages, and then FouseyTube. I don't know if people remember him, but he actually came and did a like a story, or like a video with him getting the unit or whatever, and that really blew up a lot, And then from there, man, like Vice News, that's really when it really went crazy, right? When Vice News, they came and did a documentary on how I do the units and all that stuff, and just talking about the hair. And then from there, Rachel Ray, and I was on Black Enterprise Stories, and I mean LinkedIn. Like literally, they played my LinkedIn documentary on like all Delta flights, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like for a whole year.
Wow.
Like I didn't notice. One of my boys was like, "Yo, like I'm looking through the business and news part on my flight, and your story is in here." You know what I'm saying? With Damon John, I think it was somebody else. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Just the doors that is open. But um, also was on VH1 To Catch a Beautician, like a show with Tamar Braxton and Johnny Wright.
Okay.
Did a makeover on that or whatever, man. Just it's been so many. I can't even go through all the doors that is and open because of that, man. And like I don't know, I really have been blessed for real in my industry and my career, like beyond my imagination. Honestly, bro. Like now for real, like but all the exposure. Because I don't know a black barber that has had the exposure that I've had. Like I don't know one, and I'm humble because it's like the Lord chose me to be this guy or to be the face of it, and you know what I'm saying. I've been blessed, man. So that's why I say like God, I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to make a mess of this, please. Like for real, because like you know what I mean. Over the years, it's been really dope, man. So just want to continue to make more impact and. Yeah, just keep making history, bro.
Dope.
Yeah.
So you've trained barbers all over the world
Yeah.
and built a mentorship community. Why is education such a part of your mission?
Hey, man, because like this is the thing, and I'm thinking a lot of people, because even I'm not the one that really created the whole man weave of the units
Right.
stuff. I made it more popular, right? And there was one aspect I did create, but there were people that were doing it before me, and they wouldn't teach me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you are trying to corner the market, you are stifling your growth. You are stifling like you'll grow more if you help more people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to corner it and not want to show nobody what you're doing. There's enough out here for everybody to be good. We all have our own lanes. Nobody can be me. Nobody can be you. You know what I'm saying? It's only one Dwayne, it's one Wade, bro. At the end of the day. So when you be selfish and try to keep everything and don't want to help other people, we got that crabs in the barrel mentality, bro. And they're trying to pull people down. And there's students even like that have had some great opportunities, whatever. You know, I'm not jealous of them. There's a lane for all of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that I've taught like, no, I'm proud of you. I am grateful. I'm proud that you making moves, man. Like so, and it's like we are here to help other people. We bless other people. You know what I'm saying?
The more you pour out, the more you can pour into you.
Like so it's like I'm not stifling myself by helping you. No, actually, I'm helping myself grow. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like so, at the end of the day, I think it's just very important for us to keep teaching. When you get to a level that you can go back and help somebody else, you should go help them.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, listen, that's, but people that don't do that, man, I can tell your mindset jacked up. Like, I be praying for them people because I'm like, bro, like.
Their fist is so tight.
Yeah.
You can't get nothing
in
you
it.
can't get nothing out.
Nothing in it. Like, for real. You're not going to grow. There's only a matter of time that you're going to be flat on your back. For real. Matter of time.
And I guess that leads into this next question, too. So, what are some of the biggest mindset shifts that barbers and other creatives need to go from a hustle to legacy building?
Yeah, well, so if you're looking at your business as a hustle, you're already wrong anyway. Like everybody, like there's barbers even that they don't. You got to look at it as an empire, as a business. Maybe go take some business classes. I went to community college for 2 years, bro. I dropped out. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get my whole degree like I was supposed to. Now I have an honorary doctorate, thank God. That was nice, right? For my life work, but I did not stay in school, right? But I did take some business classes. I took some business administration classes. You should educate yourself first of all on how to run business. Now, there's barbers that will come and they will, just look at barbering as a hustle. They just come in. They come when they want to. They come for a couple hours. They don't put no time in. They just want to make a couple dollars. That's a hustle. It's like, I'm just hustling for a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking of it or making it a empire or a business. And so that's where the mindset has to shift from looking at things as a hustle and take it more into like your empire, your business. You know what I'm saying? And how you structure yourself, how you make sure that everything is ran, should mimic that. You
Right.
know what I mean? And so it's really the mindset of it, man. Like, just making sure you educating yourself in whatever arena or whatever your business is, man. Like, make sure you be one of the best in your business. You know what I mean? And a lot of us, even if you have to hire people to help you run your business, do that.
Empire.
Yeah, no, for real. Because and that's the thing. A lot of us we try to do everything ourselves, and I've been a product of that. I've done it. But you only grow but so much when you're trying to do everything. It's impossible for you to do everything. You can't be the talent and the man and managing and doing the business side. Like, you know what I mean? So if there's people, you got a friend, you got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend, you got family that you can kind of put in place until you grow to a certain, because sometimes family is a little, working with family sometimes. But no, you gotta hire where you're weak. And that's actually a chapter in my book, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
So talking about your book, what inspired the book Success Factor? And what is one chapter or principle from that book that everybody needs to hear?
All right, so I think that the book, I did that 2019, and that was after, like I got to a point and everybody was like, "Oh, you're so successful. And how did you get to where you are in life? And like, what was your process?" So it's not about barbering per se, but the book is really about because success is not about money. It's not just about
Right.
wealth. Like, you can be successful if you have accomplished any goal that you set out for yourself. That's success. Now, yes, I think money does come when you are doing the right thing and you structured correctly and you're following your passion. Money will come because now you have something to add to people's lives, though. So money, if you do it right, money will come, right? But yeah, so that's the reason I wrote the book, and I've had a lot of people that ask me, and so I wrote the book, and there was a lot of people that are not barbers that had found a lot of nuggets and a lot of like good stuff in that book. So I'm grateful because I didn't really, like I said, I didn't just talk about barbering. Like, I talked about literally life skills. Man, it talks about finding your purpose. It talks about, like I said, hiring your weakness. It talks about spirituality. We talk about budgeting, saving money. We talk about,
All things needed for success.
yeah, yeah. And we talk about integrity, your character, because a lot of people, see, your gifts sometimes take you places that your integrity and your character can't keep you. So there's no way that you're going to be successful to your maximum potential if you don't get your character and your integrity correct. If you don't like be trustworthy, you know what I mean? So a lot of times we are looking over some of those key components, and just really building your character, man. Honestly,
Dope.
for real.
All right, so let's talk about your foundation. What the work that you're doing through your foundation is changing lives. What sparked your passion for youth and community outreach?
All right, so man, I think part of it I will give that to part of that being my parents, because they always being pastors did a lot in the community. My mom has a nonprofit that she's had for 20 some years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And so she's done some great work and stuff like that. So I guess it kind of like just transferred to me. And like I said, it goes back to impact. It goes back to man, just making sure that we helping other people. Go back and help other people. So I started my nonprofit in 2017. It's the Wade Menendez Foundation.
Okay.
And even before then, I would go do free cuts and back to school drives for different people, different organizations. And I was like, no, I'm going to start my own too,
Right.
And so I started it, man. So we do a lot. We do back to school drives. We do a lot for the homeless population, the people without homes. We go feeding on, I've uh, done some stuff in Vegas and Baltimore and DC, Atlanta, just helping the homeless population. Now we also, I'm trying to do more scholarships and people that are going to trade schools and HBCUs as well. So now we have an endowment with Bowie State University scholarship. in my name, and so that's dope. You know, we're funding that now and making sure that people can be able to go to school and go to any trade school that they want to, man.
Passing out that legacy.
Amen.
Passing it
Amen.
down.
Say that.
So it's dope that it's important that you do stuff beyond the chair.
Yeah.
What is one story or moment that reminds you why this work matters?
Man, I think that it's like when people come back and tell you thank you for something you've done, man. Even as far as like the unit stuff, right? I say, you know, I have had wives and girlfriends come back and be like, you know what? Thank you because you gave him hair and now he's treating me better. His confidence is better. His confidence is better.
Wow.
He didn't took me. He ain't took me out on a date in forever. Now we
got that new hair.
Yeah,
like, I don't care.
Nah,
Let's
bro,
go.
bro, feeling this stuff, bro. Outside, you know what I'm saying? I've also had joints. People always be like, take it off. You about to start cheating. Nah,
Oh, no.
take it off. Literally. That's why I don't let nobody come to the appointments no more either. Because it literally, I done had a couple situations. Like, and literally, the girl
they'll come back and find you.
Serious. She was like, oh, nah, we ain't doing this. I already know you looking in the mirror too much. Like, I'm like, man, it's crazy. But so that one time I was in London. I had, I taught a couple classes in London, but I had a student that actually came to the States to learn from London. And he met up with us and it was telling me, man, like, because you taught me how to do this, now I'm making six figures and I'm really, what I'm saying, making more money. And man, those stories and people literally that send me DMs and send me messages that just say thank you, bro. Like, because I'm really walking in my purpose now because of something you helped me with or you taught. Man, that's, like I said, that's crazy.
Wow.
It's a blessing. Help you know you're on the right track. Those are the encouraging, because I'll get down. There's times where I'll be down or I'll feel discouraged at times, you know what I'm saying? Because just life, the weight, the pressures of life and just everything I got going on personally, right? But man, like, those messages, they don't be known. That be the stuff that be like,
God sent me at the right
they
time.
put a battery in my back and be like, all right, bro, you can't give up. You got to keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's at the right time, like you said, man. God knows when to send them, for real.
Keep going.
Keep you encouraged.
Keep going. You got it.
It's crazy. No, for real.
Dope. So, you dropped a single, Love Unexplained. Let's talk about that side of you. What made you get into music?
Hey, bro, so listen. I've been doing, a lot of people don't know this. Tell her. I've been doing music, man, before I picked up a pair of clippers.
Right.
I've been, I could go back as far as like singing in a gospel choir at my school at 8, leading the song at 8 in front of thousands of people. You know what I mean? Like one time, I think it was the Quakers Oats McDonald's joint, it's a competition or whatever, and like Vicky Wines was the judge, and Daryl Coley. Coley had told me one time he's gonna put me on his next CD. Never happened, but he gave me the little encouragement I needed. At 8 years old. But nah. So that's been such a big part, and like people that really know me or that been in my church and stuff like that, they know. They like, yo, like, bro, been.
I mean, you play the organ
music.
and all the things.
Yeah, so I'm playing playing organ. Like I started playing. At 10, my babysitter, she was the organist for our church at the time, and she would teach me, little chords and stuff like that. And I started playing for real when my parents started the church when I was 12. Me and my brother were the only musicians for the church. We started in the basement of our house.
That's how it happens.
You know what I'm saying? And so from that,
you're gonna play.
Yeah, and that push you. It just really pushed you to keep going and practice and to perfect it or whatever. And so, so I started doing the music, man, and then. I never really wanted to be an artist for real. It's just something. It's something I'm passionate about. I love to do it. It's like a hobby for real.
Yeah.
But I went through, divorce a couple years ago, and I think that I don't know. I just had a couple songs in my arsenal, and I wanted to put out some new stuff and just throw it out there, just to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been cool. Like I've been creating. I'm actually working on another EP right now as we speak.
Okay.
I got a couple things we about to put out again, and I play every Sunday. I play at a church in Baltimore, and I help out my spiritual mom sometimes at her church in the mornings as well. And it's dope just being able to play and sing with my siblings every Sunday too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because all of us we all sing for real. And actually, I'm gonna feature my brother and sister on my EP too. So,
Looking forward to that.
yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, bro.
All right, talking about your family.
Yeah,
You're the proud father of Layla.
yeah.
Is it Milan?
Milan.
That's it, right? Okay.
Menendez,
How has fatherhood influenced how you show up as a man, entrepreneur, and leader?
Man, so first of all, everybody know that's my heart. Like I
We
love
see her
that
all
girl.
over your story.
Listen,
She be doing everything.
Listen, she thinks she's my mother, and I call her mama for real. She thinks she run my life at 4 years old. It's crazy. But nah, man, it's a blessing to be able to. I've always wanted to be a dad, man. Like, you know, for a long time. But I think the right, you know, I waited till I was a little older and more settled to be, you know, make sure that I was able to take care of a seed, you know. But it's really, I think it's taught me more patience as well. You know, having a toddler, having a kid, man, like it's definitely it's work. It's a joy, bro. But it's like it's work though, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I know you gotta
It's work.
yeah. So, but it's the joy of it though. It just the stuff she be saying, just watching her growth and her maturity, and it's like her conversation sometimes, man. Like she be encouraging me too. She don't even know it though, like literally. And she keeps me. Even as far as like, if I forget to pray in the morning on the way to school, Daddy, we didn't pray this morning. Like, she be keeping me together. Listen, she be keeping me together. I'm like, you right, Mama. Like, let's pray. Come on, you know. And I love the woman that she's becoming, man. She's a worshiper. Like, she be in church. She a church baby for real, bro. I'm out being there. She be going like for real. Even at home, like, you know. And I love that, man. I spoke like a lot of stuff over her life, man. My mom was big on like, when you have a child at the dedication and even before that baby is born, you need to be speaking things over their lives and declaring and decreeing things that we're going to come against and the things we want God to do for that seed. And I am grateful for that, honestly. And it's crazy just watching the things come to pass and just seeing different things that I've prayed for being able to manifest at a young age right now. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it translates, you know, just business because, like I said too, like she's teaching me more patience, you know, and the stuff I got to go through, even with her mom, man. Like I'm learning a lot of patience in this season, bro. You know what I mean? And I think the Lord has different turmoil and different things that happen. It's all working. You know, we know that all things work together for the good of them that love God and are called. But it's working. It's working for my good, man. So I think sometimes I got to remind myself and keep that at the top of my head because, you know, sometimes it don't feel like it is, right? But at the end of the day,
don't feel good.
It
but
don't
you know
feel
it's
like it,
out.
but it's working. And I know the Lord is he's working some things behind the scenes. So I'm just one day at a time, bro. Listen, we do not have we don't have it all figured out.
We don't.
And you got to take it one day at a time, man. Honestly, day by day. And just trust God, bro. Like, and that's one of my favorite scriptures, Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths." And like, that's really, man. Like, we need God to direct our paths, bro.
Do
Literally.
it, Lord.
Oh God. Oh God. Nah, man, for real. So, man, we just, like I said, like we just figuring it out as we go. And I'm trusting God through the process that He would lead me to, even in business, man.
Yeah.
Like what to do next. You know what I'm saying? Because I am like kind of like I'm trying to have a few things going on, like as far as business wise, and figuring out what's next. Trying to get ahead of a curve and things that are transitioning out, and trying to like put some things in. You know what I'm saying? So.
We're podcasting.
Yeah, bro. Nah, for real.
Transitioning.
Listen,
trying to
I
see
got
what
clothing brand now and all kinds of
Look.
stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We plant the seeds, bro. We gonna see what happens.
Look,
I don't
let
know.
them all grow, Lord. Some grow here, some grow there. Look, Psalm 60.
Yeah.
Some 100-fold.
Mighty God. Mighty God. Yeah. No, for real, bro.
I mean, with all that going on, so how do you balance it? You got your family, you got your business, you got the mentorship, you got the serving, and you still make time for your family and rest. Like, how do we do that?
Bro, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. It just get done. You know, but I know I have different days that way I'm off.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, weekends a lot of times and Mondays I'm not working. I may have to, you're entrepreneurial, so there's times where I'm not behind the chair, but there may be times where I
Other
have to do
things
some
you
other
do.
admin stuff or help do something else for another project that I'm working on or something like that. But you got to balance it out, and I take time also to just detach from my phone sometimes. Because sometimes, man, just responding to messages and DMs is a
Look,
full-time job, bro.
it is.
And
People don't understand.
no, like legit. And my friends be mad, like, cause I ain't respond to messages. And those who they're like, all right, cool, bro, busy. So he'll get back to me when he can, or just But it's definitely you gotta unplug because mentally you just gotta just detach mentally sometimes
Yeah.
and kind of just sit and be in peace and just take some time and rest. Also, I do like to travel, and I think that's sometimes that's therapy for me,
I love
honestly.
traveling.
No, for real, I know. Yeah. And it's like that's therapy
Pull
for
away
me to just
from
to
the
go
normal.
away, to be in another city outside of my normal comfort zone, and see something different, So I try to make time. It's 24 hours in a day, so we have enough time to do what we got to do. You just got to prioritize and compartmentalize as well, So
So, what daily habits keep you aligned and grounded?
oh man, so I try to wake up. Well, the week I have my daughter, we get her ready and we, try to pray and I try to, like I said, I start my day a lot of times not just on the phone, like just really just kind of just sit and just let me listen to music, some worship stuff, or maybe some clean, some decent R&B. I love all type of music, right? So I'm a musician, like I love music, right? But just to kind of just sit and even as I'm driving, like but I go to work, then I'm able to kind of. Sometimes I go to the gym though. I try to incorporate that. It's not every day though, not every day, because sometimes the schedule don't be allowing
Oh
for
yeah.
it. Especially the weeks I got my daughter, I be like it's kind of I got to get after I get her ready. The gym, I try to do that in the middle of the day or something. But anyway, so you have the gym routine here and there, uh, and then then I'm working, bro. That's pretty much it. I got pretty simple life.
You try to make it
I
simple.
like to say it's simple. Depending on which week you catch me. Say,
Right. So you're on board, you're giving out scholarships, you're doing makeovers, you're training returning citizens. How do you stay motivated to keep going?
man, spiritually, bro. I honestly, like I said, people's messages encouraging, but
Mm-hmm.
then also my spirituality and like me. So I'm at a new church now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Ramp DMV. Bishop Younger is my pastor now, and it's crazy because like I've been in my parents' church all my life, right?
Right.
And I never foresaw
Thought you would
myself
ever leave, right?
joining another church that outside of that. You know what I'm saying? But when we talk about the Lord leading your steps and the Lord leading you, bro, like that was really God doing that. The way that things have happened and transpired. I know it wasn't nobody but God, but so for the first time in a long time, me being just excited to go to church, bro. Like I be super amped and make sure I'm back in town to be in church. And it's like that recharge and that fulfillment that I need, like that daily, that I mean not that weekly boost
Mm-hmm.
when you're around other people that's on the same wavelength
Yeah.
and in the presence of God and just like you know what I mean. So those are the things. Just and then listen to my bishop and thank God for social media because he like the goat right now. So he
Right.
always preaching somewhere, so I ain't gotta just wait for Sunday. He on YouTube. I can listen to a word. You know what I'm saying? And so those are the things. Like I be in the shop. We be in the shop with it. You know what I'm saying? We be on YouTube at
Shedding
the
that
shop.
light.
Like listen, because honestly, man, it's not. It's like I said, it's just not about me. And I want my clients. I want other people to get their
Right.
word too. You know what I mean? Because people going through stuff, they really need to
Yeah.
be encouraged for real. I got one client. He was like, bro, every time I come here, you always got either gospel or something spiritual going on. And, da, 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 da. And I didn't know he's prophetic, bro. Like for
Okay.
real, for real. That dude ended up giving me a word, bro. Like I was like, oh, okay, all right. That's what we doing today. Amen. No, and he encouraged me. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So it's kind of like that thing, man. It's all we just feed off each other, and I love it, man. I like I said, weekly. You know what I'm saying? Like going to church, and that's why I want other people, man. Like find a church that you really vibe with, that you
Yeah.
really feel like you can grow and you can, you know what I'm saying, get what you need there, man. Honestly, and not just go and take, but you go and serve too.
Yeah.
Help for it to grow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I admonish everybody to kind of find a place that you
Find a place.
belong. You know,
Plant your
yeah,
feet and grow.
most definitely, most definitely.
So, what advice would you give a young person who has the skill but doesn't yet believe in their worth?
So you said
They
they
have the
skill
skill,
level,
but they
but they
don't
don't believe it.
believe in their worth. Yeah.
Whew, that's real, because that stops a lot of people. There's a
does.
lot of talented people in the world, but if you do not see yourself as being that or having everything it takes to be able to do what you got to do to be the great person that you really,
Right.
that you may see, man, it's not gonna happen, right? So I would say, man, like everybody tap into that just tap into that inner. You got to see that you are enough. You got to see that you have it. You have what it takes, and don't let nobody discourage you and take you off your goal and your focus, man. Like that's really where I think that this whole generation, man, a lot of us are battling. There's no hope, or like we don't see ourselves. You know what I mean? And there's times where I've even struggled with that, right? We all got insecurities. We
Right.
all have things about us that we still trying to navigate, right? But I thank God for having like that boost to just still jump out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the fear, some of my biggest blessings and my biggest like victories have been on the other side of my fear. I was afraid, but I still did it. I still
Stretch
jumped
yourself.
out. You know what I'm saying? Even as far as like, I don't really like public speaking. I don't like, being in front of people. But some of my greatest moments, like, it's been me in front of people and helping people and talking to people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think that that's it's just my insecurity though, right?
Right.
But I can't let that stop me. You know what I mean? So it's really just tapping into that inner self, and really, and also praying, man, that asking God to help you see yourself how He sees you,
Yeah.
helping to see yourself like on the other side, and like seeing the greatness that is in you. You know what I mean? And that's why I started like my clothing brand, man. It's like it's the greatness brand, the greatness apparel brand. But our slogan is, "There's greatness inside of you. Tap into it and live." A lot of people they stop living because they don't see, like I said, there's no hope, or they struggling with their insecurities and different things going on, man. And it's like, no, you cannot let that stop you. Keep going. You got to make it happen. There's
Tap
somebody
into your
that needs
greatness.
what you have. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. So, what is one barber tool
Okay.
or technique that you can't live without?
Yeah. Clippers. I mean, you can't do no haircut without no clippers.
I mean, you got scissors,
Well, it depends on what
razor.
type of cut you're doing.
Cause
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
ain't too much clippers can help me
Yeah,
out
nah,
with.
but I think, me clippers. I'm a clipper guy, so yeah.
Okay.
I say that. You know what I mean?
Dope. What's one piece of advice that you want to leave with anyone who's chasing their purpose right now?
Man. I would say, if you're chasing your purpose, first of all, find out, because we'd be surprised how many people don't know what they're here to do, and they don't know what their purpose is, right? So figure out what is it that you're passionate about. All right, let's figure out, like, what are you good at? What is it what gifting do you have? Like, you know what I mean? What do people tell you that you do, that you're good at? Like, or what do you even feel good at? And then let's let's start there. Start doing more of that. Start doing more of what you're good at, and let that just grow into something else. Start your business. Now everybody's not gonna be an entrepreneur,
Right.
Everybody,
Everybody can't walk that road. It's a faith
it's
walk for real.
my God, all right. There's some of us got to work for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, no business will sustain. You know, right? So you find your lane, and just be the greatest in that lane that you can be. You know what I'm saying? Study. Try to make sure that you spend time in prayer and asking God to help you and show you, because we don't know everything, man. Like, we don't know it all. and it's only going to take that insight and the download of heaven to 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 show you what you need to do,
Mm-hmm.
to show you what steps to take. You know what I mean? Because it's different for all of us. At certain times, man, like it's not one size fit all, but you got to figure out what is it that you're supposed to be doing and walk in that thing. And let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
How can people connect with you, support your work, or
Um,
be a part of your community?
yeah. So social media outlets, Wade the Barber, wadethebarber.com. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. We working, man. We got like I said, we got the clothing brand right now. We got the barbering stuff. Working on the barber school. Actually, thank God, man. Listen, so I don't know if I told you this, but I just started a medical business in Houston.
Okay.
So it's just got approved. It actually was, man, it's about a year
Come
in the
on.
making, like for real. So we're working on getting Medicare and all that stuff set up now. But yeah, man. So I have like a couple nurses on board, and man, I'm trying to we just trying to keep things moving. It's all about impact
Impact.
and we just making
You know, the
moves,
ones
bro.
who give the most and affect the world the most, they have the greatest
Yeah.
impact, and then income comes with it.
Hallelujah. We gonna
'Cause
got to break that
we
income.
need that.
Listen. I'm trying to bounce back from the divorce and custody stuff, bro. Listen,
Look, you need all of
Lord,
it.
send the funds.
Send all of
Send it, please,
We need it
Jesus.
all.
Yeah, not for real. So, but yeah, no, we out here, man. I'm appreciative for everything that I've been able to accomplish and do. So, man, I just want to make more impact, bro. That's it. Keep
Awesome.
going.
So, Wade, this was powerful. From the barber chair to global stages, your journey is proof that purpose, faith, and hard work can open doors that no man can shut. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for
Yes, sir.
pouring into us today and showing us that what it looks like to build a legacy.
Man, my pleasure, bro. Thank you for having me.
Great,
Sure,
great,
for
great.
sure.
So to everybody else who's listening or watching, if you felt inspired by this conversation, don't sit on it. Subscribe to Dapper by Design so that you never miss out on moments like this. Leave a review and share this episode. Tag a friend and let us know what your biggest takeaway are. Let's keep this going. Keep building and living lives by design and not by default. And until next time, stay sharp, stay inspired, stay intentional, and keep showing up for your purpose.
Yes, sir. Let's go, bro.